So today is the 15th of the 6th month of lunar calendar that Chitama have some sickness or obstacle. So we are doing this Rinzintuba Gana Chakra Puja. It's because of that few of the Chitama students were here, so they requested to do this puja. So then Chitama, that long time back, I met with her, and then just examining for a while, and then just find it out that the Rintin Kunsan Sharap's sister, known as Akun Lamo, and that's as a just incarnation.
Akun Lamo Kunsan Sharaji dancing. Begambaji Pangon Richard, no, Saturday meet all to Mars, say yes, carries an Akunam with no, that indeed, Jomo Mamoti le choose only, do this Saturday format. Jomo get written the marble race on the day, to Mars take it also.
So that Agun Lama is the sister of Rintin Kunsa Sharap near the Palyul monastery. That in front there is a nunnery, and then a place called Tongmar, which means kind of a red belly, which that there were a whole bunch of nuns. So she used to give teachings there, and that many of that they wear robes. So in that way it is called Tongmar, the red belly.
The Jomotanji Nazama Bojamete number Sajar Bora Condor, take it to Masetare.
So that lots of nuns who were wearing these red robes, and in that way it is kind of filled that small belly. So that is why it is called Tongmar.
Then I don't Monu Matuba Jomo Gamba Topper Yeris.
So from that onward, not depending upon just large or small number, but somehow there are always some nunnery.
Tata Jomo Nija Losi Tata Yeris.
Even these days, that place is still existing, about 200 nuns.
Then the gentleman in the Shene, the human Tata Mene Chitanda Jong, as you said, would marry no.
Then also that she's been recognized by me. And then at KBC, that a long time back also did some sort of enthronement. So before I met with her, that she has been kind of have a sense of generating the teaching on generating bodhicitta.
Maroji Sohon Lama Niresonregi, Nin Sensely, Sonchus and the Gamchi.
So among her just disciples, that about 2 or 3, just every time, day and night, just try to meditate on bodhicitta. And then she is also carrying out on that Dharma activity in accordance with the other the activities.
Tene ne tela minra ta tena so di tele yo America none ronga chado se me bai bonbondus.
So as I just named her, and in that way, then in America there are also lots of other peoples who have kind of just jealousy and then all sorts of problems.
Ina te koronto chado singe koronto dipache de jere ma to jete ma le dai gar che mas.
And that is just having that kind of jealousy that doesn't just harm to her. Maybe just it is harming for oneself.
Ngalo drashi me mombo shus.
And also just many people also just try to kind of explain, say something to me.
Ngale drashi ngale ngatele sempa choge che mar gar singe imba de hebe nga pe son ji tembi do bo jire de indi nge de shenal do woncha ye ba chi do wo ye ba jire nge cha de she na de mares imba de hele nga pa shu ge che mares.
So even though people ask me many questions, but just because of that, I don't have to humiliate myself, because I'm just a Palyul throne holder, and I have my own rights, what need to recognize, and of course I cannot tell lie, but what I need to do, I will just do it.
Nima yendalo ngak geje ki garishina tongji ngele shinge jire ma to ngele mi mi se mare de no ne pe so ma ji ke ne garishina de that just ngele shinge jire.
And then most of the other Nima schools also they just believe me whatever I say, and then especially all the Palyul traditions or Palyul monastery, of course, they just believe me 100%.
Palyul say that gamba ti mares tele pa chusumba gamba jaso mo boyers gamba rele trava jaso tongso tene tene yang gamba chada res tesle ne gare hena tamji kan logres.
So the Palyul monastery is not just only one, it is like hundreds and thousands, and in all those monasteries have like 100 monks and 1,000 monks, and then to all of them, whatever just I comment, mostly, of course, they will respect that. That there is nobody who says, oh, this is right or this is not.
American
but in America, just because of jealousy, then some people that explain certain things, but there is no any meaning. Generally, that American, just country is kind of somehow, strange. And sometimes they say that, well, in your tradition, that mostly are male teacher, and then doesn't have any kind of, female teachers. And then sometimes like Chiduma just appointed, and then just kept in that way. Then again they just do jealousy and say something else. So as we just obtain all this as a human being, of course it is possible that could make any kind of mistakes. Of course there is no one like who just sits there like an enlightened Buddha. So just only that one don't understand or a little bit of mistake of just doing something else, and then it started just complaining.
This is the young Tabajir, Yabojire Matu, then the Gokorton, the Jim Maris.
So Chituma is a good and perfect teacher. That she is. I don't think she is that deceiving anybody.
Jitama Rangi, Lamar Noni, Gessalon, Momboduas.
And within the Chituma's student, there are a whole bunch of monks and nuns.
The Jitama Rangi, Dilam Shed, Tenot and Dilam Tujo, Tendeshe Shadades.
And those all are just disciplined by herself.
Then there's a huge chamber setting American Deman on the Submanuas.
And someone who could do like that, then in America, among the just women, there is nobody else. So anyhow, she is just good and special. So everybody just it is good to know, and she is also one of the Palyul Tugus. Now just but these days getting older, and then she have all sorts of sickness. So then for her longevity of life, we are doing this Gana Chakra Puja. Even not just Chitima, that in America there are many other females who are just some like incarnated ones. And also among the males. But the problem is as a nature of American that they have so much pride. And then that the pride or ego is just so much developing with those name, and then at the end it is difficult to benefit. So as a practitioner and as a kind of family of Bodhisattva, then naturally one should be very humble and peaceful and kind of loyal in the practice, that developing the pride, it doesn't really help anybody. So when it is said, oh, you are just good or something special, then that much, their pride or ego just kind of, develops. If that happens, then it is kind of like more harmful than just, benefiting. So those who are in a way kind of just as a noble kind of being, and then upon that receiving all this teaching and doing the Dharma practice, and that way just can benefit other beings. Otherwise, that just thinking that, oh, I'm something very special, and like having a horn on the head and just walking around, doesn't help anything. But anyhow, we are just today doing this this Gana Chakra Puja for the longevity of her life.
Thank you.
You have the bajra and bells.
Oh yeah, that